Hello and good day, pre-algebra. Happy Friday to you. We're back with going to go over the PO20 quiz, which of the 11 responses that we've had so far, so there's still about, I don't know, 12 of you or so that need to still chime in here. But of the 11 that we've had, this went extremely well. So much so that it's probably going to be a shorter video today than I anticipated because I don't really have to review a whole lot. After we go through the quiz, I'm going to give you some more practice to do a second quiz that not only has you solve them like you did here, but also kind of those what would you do if type of questions that your 18-19 quiz had. So more procedural rather than just solving it. But once you finish up with that, then you're done for the weekend. You've got new con assigned to you today, so if there's class time left over, you can work on that. It is due Thanksgiving night, and so obviously, since you'll probably have other things going on next Thursday, getting a jump on it now and finishing that up early will very much behoove you. So anyway, talking about the quiz, these were 4 of your homework questions. And so, like I said, went very, very well. You've got 12n minus 5 equals 91. And the whole idea behind a 2-step equation is it takes 2 steps to solve. And those 2 steps involve doing the opposite operations of what's being done in the equation. So we see in the equation, we've got multiplying 12 and n, and then we're subtracting 5. So to undo those, we're going to be adding 5 and dividing by 12, okay? And we talked about which one you start with. You always start with that constant, right? That little jingle that I taught you. Start with your constant, move it to the other side. Second step, multiplier, divide, right? So you start with an addition or subtraction, add 5 to both sides. 12n equals 96. Divide both sides by 12. And n equals 8, which was option number 3, the correct option there. But again, notice what we did. -5 plus 5 equals 0, so we can cancel them out. We do the same thing to the other side to keep this equation balanced. Then 12n equals 96. 12 divided by 12 equals 1n, which is what we want. We want 1n. So we can cancel all the 12s, and the 96 divided by 12 gives us the value. We can plug that in. 12 times 8 minus 5 equals 91. That does work. It checks out. Okay, it checks out. Second one. Ooh, I forgot how fast this slides. -9 minus 10n equals -41. This one, little bit of a curveball in that the constant is the first term in the expression on the left side. Usually the variable term shows up first, but in this case, that -9 is out in front. But we're going to handle it the same way that we would handle any constant, opposite operations. -9 plus 9 equals 0. The thing you've got to remember here, and we've talked about this before, is that sign belongs to the 10n. So when you bring this down, it's going to be a -10n equals, and of course, add 9 to 41 as well, and we get 50. 41 plus 9 is 50. Then to get n by itself, we're going to divide both sides by -10. -10 divided by -10 is a positive 1n. And 50 divided by -10 is -5. Second option there. Tried to throw you off there by putting that positive 5 in there also, making sure that you brought this sign down. And for the most part, you did. So kudos there. Check this. -9 minus 10 times -5. That -10 times -5 gives us a positive 50. And -9 plus 50 is a positive 41. So that works out. Just a second, I'm getting a phone call here. So let me pause this. All right, and we are back. Sorry about that. The kid had a question on how to work the Mario. So of course, got a call. Very important stuff. Anyway, -9 plus 50 equals -41. That not -4 or not 4.1, 41. And that checks out. So we're all good. Oh, no, hold on. Next, what am I doing? Okay, next one. N divided by 4 plus 13 equals 15. This is one that on the 18-19 quiz, a few folks said they kind of had some trouble with. But just remember that n over 4, that fraction, means n divided by 4. So we're still going to start with our constant. And we're going to do the opposite of adding 13, which is subtracting 13 from both sides. N divided by 4 now equals 2. And if you want to write it horizontally, to remind you that you are dividing there, and that the opposite of that is multiplying. Oh, not by 2, by 4. Okay, multiplying both sides by 4 to cancel it out. Great. Otherwise, n over 4, n divided by 4, multiplying by 4 like this works too. 2 times 4 equals 8, which is the answer that we get here. Okay. The last one is also like this. We have n divided by negative 6 minus 4 equals negative 15. Since we are subtracting that 4, that's our constant, that's where we're going to start. So add 4 to both sides, because negative 4 plus 4 equals 0. And we get n divided by negative 6 equals negative 15 plus 4, which is negative 11. And again, write it out horizontally. Okay? Whatever helps you remember that you are going to be multiplying by a negative 6. Why? Because we are dividing by negative 6, and multiplication is the opposite of that. So times negative 6 times negative 6. Either way, they cancel out, and negative 11 times negative 6 is positive 66. Negative 11 times negative 6 is positive 66, which was option number 3. Okay? And then, like I said, in that bottom question where I ask any issues you might have, anything you've got questions on, a lot of nope, I get it, everything's good. Granted, only about half the class has finished the quiz yet. And remember, these quizzes are kind of my way of checking in your homework. So instead of me walking around with my little clipboard and checking you off, I'm looking to see who's completed the quiz. So if you're not doing the quizzes, then it will affect your grade come test time when we have that homework objective at the end. So make sure you are getting in there. You technically have until, well, class time today, right? So me recording this now at 7:17 p.m., still got about 14 hours to get it in, but make sure you do. Make sure you do. All right, so that's the quiz. Like I said, it went very well, very impressed. Job well done, folks. And then pulling up PO20, I guess the other 4 we all did together during class, so we've covered all 8 of these on the front side, which means that on the back side, or the second page, rather, you've got some more to practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, and then we'll talk about the 2 at the bottom. So like yesterday, I'm going to make a PO20 quiz part 2. 4 of these questions will be on it, and then maybe 4 questions, more procedural questions. So the quiz will be a little bit longer, but it is going to be kind of a wrap-up of PO20. PO20 is a big one. It's going to kind of set the stage for PO21 and PO22 and other equation solving that we have. So it's important to me that you understand it well. So work through these, same process as yesterday. Start with that constant, move it to the other side. Second step, multiply or divide. Then complete the quiz. I would like that quiz worked on during class, if at all possible, just so I can have kind of the weekend to see scores coming in. So let's make that quiz due Saturday night, so that I can look at it Sunday and see where things are at. But the sooner you can get it done, the better. And then down at the bottom here for this page, it says write a 2-step equation with a variable value of 5. Kind of like ones we've seen word this way before. I'm not looking for your equation to equal 5. I want your variable to equal 5. So for example, if I wrote 2n plus 3 equals 13, my equation doesn't equal 13, but if I solve this, I'm going to get an n value of 5. N will equal 5. Okay, that's what I'm looking for here. You can't use that one, by the way. You have to use a different one. All right, but the variable in that equation will be 5, and then the second one, another two-step equation with a variable value of -1. Okay, so hop to it. You've got this page. You've got your quiz. You've got con to work on. Plenty to do, but have a and if you've got a math packet to give me over the weekend to check over, put it on my desk, and I'll take it home with me. I did leave some tests for those who were gone when we took Unit 2. So those are on my desk as well. Maybe they've already been passed out, but those are here for you. That's how you math, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a tremendous weekend, and I will talk to you later.